What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Looks like we have a Throwback Thursday. We got a nice kit there. Brought out old build of Pops is here. Might take a quick little look at it, just since we're got a 57 posted up. Really cool issue of Kustoms Illustrated, as they all are. And then just looking at some stuff on my own channel, always figuring out ways to try to do a little better and improve it. So, with that, give me a second. Let me get situated here. We're going to get rolling. Here, Left Coast Small Car Builds. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having a great week. Got up early this morning, got out here. Started doing this last night. Had to step away, so we're going to wrap this up this morning, get this out for you guys. So, we're going to take a look at the old pepper shaker. Say that 5 times real fast. Just a question that came up through an email. We're going to get a quick look at Pops' old 57 build here. A little spin on this. We got the old Kustoms Illustrated. Love these magazines. So, I was trying to find where Pops' 57 used to sit normally at the end. I don't know if it was the contest annuals or what it was, but while I was digging through some old magazines, I found this old episode here. And this goes back to August of 2010. And it was really cool. My oldest daughter, when she built, that's her Predicta right there. Sitting over here on the bench, actually. Made the magazines there and flipped the page. And there's my old 40 sedan delivery, the passion purple one. So really cool. Always fun. We were very fortunate to have made, different magazines, stuff like that with our builds, going to different shows all the way back my time as a youth. So a lot of fun. So talking about the old 57s. I had a gentleman reach out. So when I email here and there, we chat, that met through, since I did this channel, talking about the old pepper shaker. So with this kit, a lot of different variations, a lot of repops on it. His question was, hey, I found an original one. Here's the price. What do you think? So we were talking about it, and as I explained, my opinion is, just like a number of things, this is worth what someone's willing to pay. Everyone will want to give you a price. I want to tell you what it's worth, but are they willing to pay that price, right? Okay. Always guidelines, baselines, but realistically it comes down, what's it worth to you, right? We have old kits. Some we've paid probably more than we should have, but, that's what Pops and I felt it was worth having it here and wanting to do something with it down the road. Now, in looking at the box art, there were a couple things I was explaining to him, and what I came to find out was it was an older version, but it wasn't the original. So when you look at the original boxing, you're going to see here these top styline parts. Those are the old original custom parts that came in the old pepper shaker and a couple of the older versions, including the original AMT 57. Now the other thing is looking at like the old ads here, like this AMT lacquer, right? A lot different. When you look at some of the newer boxings, now granted, this is the most recent re-release from round 2, which I'm really glad they did release this. Really cool. But you can see the difference. So we got the decals here. But when you come over here, it's only got the custom parts that are included in most of the later repops of the kits. It doesn't have the styling parts right up here, though. So doesn't mean it's a bad kit. But a lot of times the folks that want more of the originals are either collectors or it's folks who are looking for those custom pieces. Now, if those custom pieces don't mean anything to you, then by all means, hey, it's a great kit. I like the older plastic myself versus the newer stuff, but that's just my 2 cents. So, I'm not sure. I haven't heard back if he ended up picking up the kit, and I know he's gonna try to figure out a decent price to offer. But so that's that custom rear end right there, that piece. That's the original custom front end right there. And then what else is different on the bodies is that little cross section there is if you wanted to chop the top on this, which these versions also give you the chopped glass right in there. It's all wrapped up. So those are a couple of changes from the older versions. Oh, look at these. Those old decals. Really cool stuff. But those are some of the changes from these older versions versus, the repops here. So just something to keep an eye out for, But otherwise, all great kits. Love them. So a little different for our Throwback Thursday, but we're going to go ahead and do a little turnaround on Pops' True Blue 57 here. And then we're going to get into our Kustoms Illustrated. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Want to give a quick little, I don't know what you want to call it. No, shout out's the right word, but just, with our buddy Frank bailing out, definitely over, through YouTube is, how I come to met Frank, and really nice guy. Definitely consider him a friend. Hopefully it's the same on the other end. But always loved his channel. He had a way of connecting with his viewers, his sense of humor, his delivery, all tied in really well. And he was one hell of a builder. And the way he could explain in his how-tos the different things he was doing, the information he was sharing, I thought was great. I really liked it. I enjoyed his videos. So hopefully, maybe after a little break, we'll see him back. But, if not, appreciate the info you shared, Frank. Appreciate the friendship. And look forward to continuing chatting with you and everything else. Frank was very kind. He was kind enough to send Porsche, one each, one for June, one for Belle. We received them. We got some parts drying on them, or good old USPS. A little rough on the delivery, but it's what it is. So we got some parts drying. Once those are done, we'll do a little thank you video to Frank on that. I know the kids are really grateful, really happy. They just seeing them, their faces light up when they saw the box and the kits, and it was really cool. And it's not like they're little kids, June's 19, Belle's 17, and man, they loved it. They were super happy. So you made their day, Frank, and really appreciate it. So with that, guys, we're gonna jump into the little spin around, and then we'll do the Kustoms Illustrated. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Check out our page supporters, sponsors, discount codes are in there. Use them. Let those guys know Paul sent you from Left Coast. And let's keep this going. We'll be right back. All right, so we're going to do a quick little roundabout here on Pops's 57, one of the 57s he's built. So this was, I believe, an original AMT 57 Chevy kit. Kind of a mild custom / street machine here. Overall, though, fairly box stock. I believe the 5 spokes, I'm trying to remember what kit those came out of. May have been the Revell, that kind of custom Corvette. Cleaned up the body. A lot of cleanup work there going on that one. A lot of foil work, obviously. 57 detailed the grill. You've got True Blue Pearl, House of Colors, which was laid down. And then the clear back at that time probably would have been PPG or Sikkens. Now, you have to forgive me, I didn't dust the body off, didn't wipe it. This is just the way it was sitting. Now, the interior is got the same true blue pearl, but now it's got the nice foil work to outline those seats, as you can see right there. Dash has been detailed. It's got a machine, I think that was Detail Master aluminum steering wheel, and then we made a aluminum steering column to match. I don't know how well we can see in there, but really fun, really nice build. I remember when Pops was doing this one. Let's get that hood off there. Always fun. That thing is a tight fit. Let's see. Wait for it to come back around here. Now the hood, you can see there, that's one of the Drag City castings pieces that has the extended humps that come down where the bullets normally would have been. Really nice hood. Always love Ed's stuff right there. The carpet package tray, it's been flocked with some blue Ken's Custom Fuzzy Fur, photo etched license plate there. Got the old blue and yellow California plates. As usual, bottom of the hood's all blacked out. Make sure it rounds out that clean look. Now we went with the custom option out of the AMT kit. The engine's got it's wired. It's got the battery cables to it. Otherwise, nothing too fancy. The underside just paint detailed real nice and clean. Something Pops likes to do, even whether you want to call it a curbside simple build or not. He likes to still detail that stuff, which is really cool. We left out the Bel Air and the scripts that would normally run right here along the fin, and just went with the chrome trim. And this, what was really neat about this model is that, going to some shows and stuff, it always photoed really nice. So this one spent some time in, I believe it was Scale Auto, not only making it into the magazine, like show coverage, but also, I believe it was on the inside back cover as part of their kind of promotionals for the magazine. This was there for, gosh, a number of issues over the years. This is one of the models that sat back there. So really cool. I'll see if I have a picture there we can throw in. But really cool build. Having a 1:157 here, obviously we love them. So yeah, we've got some others built, some others on the bench. Kind of something where there's just something always going on with a 57 or a Tri-5. Just simply love these. But that's a quick little look at the old AMT 57 Chevy. With that, we're going to dive into our Kustoms Illustrated. So give me a second and we'll be right back, folks. All right, here we are, Kustoms Illustrated, issue 63. Got some really cool stuff in here, as always. Let's go ahead and dive into this. We've got our table of contents here, loaded up with some great stuff. Check that out. Really cool 56 Buick right there. Section in sharp, very nice. Yeah, a lot of work right there, really bring that car down. Love what they did with the hood there. Got the canted headlights. Really nice. A lot of really nice work right there. Looks like some Packard tail lights. Could be wrong, but either way, really nice. Really adds a nice touch to the tail end of the car there. Really nice interior. There's that in a white offset with some red, and can't quite tell what that other color is there. I can't tell if it's a champagne soft gold, but really nice. Definitely sets that off. Joe Balon Candy Bird update. That's a fun read right there. Yeah. Really cool watching the way candy colors are layered and develop. Cruising Nationals 42nd Annual. Tons of beautiful stuff out there. You just hard to beat that show. That's a wild paint job. A lot of work in that. Both of those. Nice shoebox there. Oh, nice scallops. That's a really clean car. Seen that in person as well as in magazines. Really nice. Beautiful work that was done there. In there. That's nice. I really like that. Tons of ideas here as you flip through these that you could put right into the scale plastic build. And that's the beauty of going through magazines, even internet pictures these days. But yeah, magazines are always cool. It's fun to go through, look, and kind of get the imagination going and see things you'd like to try to duplicate in, scale plastic. That's really cool. That would be really fun to do right here. Something similar to that. That's nice, clean, classic 58. That's actually a 4-door, but really neat. Yeah, love the body style, the design of those cars. It's really nice. Really nice 55 Ford right here. That's a beautiful mild custom. Really clean. Yeah. Check that out. '53 Oldsmobile. Really cool. Those are neat cars. I don't see a lot of those, but they're very cool. There's those Packard tail lights. Really cool. Those really add to the tail end of a car. I mean, just beautiful shape, form. Yeah, really nice. '56 Bel Air. That's a cool car. A lot of nice custom touches right there. Very neat. '53 Victoria. Another really nice car right here. Love all the little custom touches that you see on these. Even just some minor touches can really set a car off. And you get the right wheels, nice little stance, some custom touches, and You got a neat little cruiser. Very nice. Well, those pages are sticking today. Showtime. That is a super clean car right there. Really like that. That blue is super nice. You got the interior with the soft blue, the white and blue that just sets it off. Beautiful scallops. Gosh, that's sweet. That's pretty wild right there. Check that out. That's a neat Merc right there. That 50 that Winfield did was just beautiful. Always love that right there, Sonic. That is just really cool. The bubble top, rounded out, beautiful paint work. And that's nice. Yeah, check that out. That is clean. Love that. A lot of ideas here. If you're on the fence there thinking about jumping into the group build, you know, customs, hot rods, a lot of ideas right here. Oh, T-Bird, really nice. Yeah, Watson Custom. Yeah, you gotta love some of these old customs that have been around. This truck was always really cool. The Dream Truck, read about that a number of times. Always loved it. I remember that I was seeing it, you know, in magazines when I was first getting into models and stuff, and I always thought how cool that was. Flashback. Alright guys, some beautiful artwork to wrap up this session of Throwback Thursday. Vintage model cars, Kustoms Illustrated. Please check out the links in the description. Go ahead and use those discount codes. Show those guys some love. We appreciate all the support over here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.